So you see, you have absolutely no reason to be at home whenever there is a game in the Nigeria Professional Football League near your area. So you see, Kano Pillars and MFM, they are reviving the league. I mean, the league is looking interesting. I would just pray that the league management company, the club chairman, the players, everyone involved, the media. Yes, Tana said it also, that the media, we need to do more to ensure that the Nigeria Professional Football League keeps getting better. We love it. Abada Akintunde Johnson has joined us now for this segment of the program. Abada, good to have you around.
Feels fantastic as always to be here.
Did you see that crowd in Lagos?
It was absolutely great to see Nigerians turn out on a weekday in the evening to see a match. You would have thought that with the famous hustling and bustling that Lagos is known for, it'll be very hard to get people to pack the stadium and watch a game like that. But that's to tell you that the passion for, or the interest in the local game has not died.
Yeah.
It probably isn't as huge as it used to be, but it is by no stretch of the imagination dead. Nigerians still love their local teams, and do not be deceived into thinking that that crowd you saw was MFM fans. There were huge, there was huge Kano Pillars presence as well, and that's a northern team. So I mean, my heart was gladdened to see that sort of vociferous supportership behind the teams in the local game, and that can only encourage those who still are skeptical or maybe even totally cynical about watching local football to go out there. And then the quality of football on display as well. Fantastic. Was you saw the goal. He almost had a Dele Ali strike written all over it. So it's a great advertisement for the game, and there were no recorded incidences of security breaches. So it means that it's also safe. So you can have fun, you can have great entertainment in a safe environment. Maybe you can even go with your family and relax. It's not every time cinemas. Not every time movies. Sometimes football, great football as well.
Outdoor can be very, very cool. Other results coming from the league, we'll quickly do that before we get into the papers, right? I mean, one big one that we noticed yesterday, or rather witnessed, it was a day of stalemate, like 3 goalless draw. But then in that one, someone actually got a hat-trick in Lobby Stars, talking about Kingsley Eduo. He scored a hat-trick against Rangers. That's the reason Rangers, of course, remain on top. And of course, MFM had to close in. They just couldn't win their game. 3-1, that one ended. Aqua United and Warriors, that was another game that got us talking yesterday. A game that we were thinking, okay, Warriors have not been able to be winning at home, but right now they might just want to see how they can get this one, but they just couldn't get anything out of it. So which was another game that, we just said it ended that way. Aimba and, of course, Plateau United will be in action today. And Nassau United and Ikorodu United will also be in action today, the games that will be played for today. Now, that game between Aqua United and Warriors was actually goalless. Yeah, there was no goal in that game.
Aqua United Warriors played goalless, Abia Warriors, Wiki Tourist goalless, Rivers United and Sunshine Stars played goalless.
Even Yuba Heartland by alone goal. And of course, another, we had like how many? 3 goalless draws yesterday. Just 3.
Defense is on top.
Yeah, that's right. And I like it, Bada, because it's just match day 8, and the teams are seeing reasons to, if I'm not winning, I shouldn't lose.
Absolutely. You've got to build a solid defensive base. That's the absolute minimum at this level of football. Even though the reason the fans go to the stadium is to watch, people score goals. But at the same time, if the teams are excellent defensively, you've got to acknowledge that. Football is not entirely, about attacking football. So, I mean, it started the best way possible. Yes, I'm proud to say that, really.
I like it because Enugu Rangers, they're doing so well, but then when they went to Lobby, they were spanked 3-1. And these are pictures from the game between Giwa FC and El Kanemi Warriors. Again, the Rank Pound Stadium had good, people in it to watch the games. And look, I don't know.
Well, I mean, you can say decently dressed, well-behaved people.
And even kids were also there in that game.
The atmosphere is safe. It's a sort of place anyone would want to sit and enjoy a game of football.
That's right.
Yeah, for Giwa failing to build on what happened. I mean, they came to Lagos and beat Ikorodu 2-1, but at home, it was a 1-1 draw. Academy Warriors just didn't want to let go. Well, I was thinking, was it the traveling? or what happened, but the coach wasn't really concerned about that. Maybe we can just quickly listen to the coach.
Right, let's do it.
Well, the reason he says they didn't actually take their chances, that's the reason they couldn't win the game. They could have scored this one, but it just didn't go in.
Well, I think it was unfortunate. We were too much in a hurry. You see, the anxiety cost us. If we were calm a little bit, we would have gotten it right. And sometimes that's football. It's quite unfortunate that we couldn't consolidate on the away victory we got. And it's not the end of the way. Yeah, it's a temporary setback. It's not a disaster. Still get back. We'll look at our next game. This game is gone. We think of the next game, how we can make up for this game at the away game. But the fact remains that we came in 2 days ago, around after 10. You know what it means, traveling for about 16, 17 hours. But I'm not seeing it as an excuse. We were unable to retain the goal we scored. We have scored 1 goal. If we had played well, defended well, 1 goal is enough to win a game. But unfortunately, we didn't defend the goal well. That's it.
So that's it. Our coach of Giwa FC, Agbenga Ogumbote. They say he didn't show terrible sportsmanship. He's saying, look, it's not a disaster. After all, we came to Ikorodu to win, and then we're getting 1 point at home. It means the league is competitive. El Kanemi, they were decent and they were able to get a point.
Most importantly for me, he wasn't blaming the officiating.
Fantastic.
He wasn't, laying the blame on travel or anything. He's accepting responsibility. He's saying that they haven't been great enough defensively. One goal sometimes is enough to secure the 3 points. That they didn't do it this time. They'll move on from there, and another day will give them an opportunity to get 3 points.
Yeah, they remain 9th on the table right now. They're still 9th, and
bad.
of course, not by Economy Warriors. They're still 16th, so both of them getting a draw from that game. Well, the Brazilian scored yesterday for Ifeanyi William da Silva, so I just wanted to follow him to see how much it's going to bring. But it was from the penalty spot, but that was just enough for Ifeanyi to win by a lone goal.